Hello, and welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Had a bit of a thought. I have got a couple of these, not this one, but this one is now set to distribute. So that's just going to go where we need it, because we don't need it anywhere specifically. Our cotton is doing the same, and I'll probably do the same with the sunflowers. That can go wherever it's, set out to go to. Our grapes and olives will probably keep. We might send a little bit down to the general mill because there are other places getting a bit full. I have to empty out the silage up there. Another thing we're looking at doing, so the all-in-one production, this place has got tons of butter because all the milk's going straight to butter. We got tons of raisins, oats, corn, sunflowers. We got heaps in there now, so it's just going to be waiting for everything to be, as the butter gets made, it gets distributed back into the thing so we can use it for cakes. I think we're going to do it. Was it cakes that we're making with the butter? I can't even remember, but we're going to have a look at that. Maybe we can just set that to selling for now, because for the cake we need to get strawberries in there and we don't have any yet. So, but what we are going to do is our grass field up here. We are going to remove this. I'm going to turn it into a field that we can. I'm just thinking, actually, are we going to be able to get the harvester up through the bridge? I don't know. My plan was to turn this into a field and put in some soybeans, but on second thoughts, I'm actually thinking there's a bridge just down here. Where are we? Which way are we heading? I'm just not sure if the harvester will get through it. This little bridge here. Pretty tight quarters. What we may do is let's get our harvester and see if it'll fit. I'm not too fussed about the trailer. Mainly just the harvester, because if it fits, we're good to go. This thing does 47 kilometers an hour. It's not a huge big deal. It moves, it does its thing. While we're going up through the streets, let's got a few baling contracts and a fertilizing contract. What about the shop? Nothing in there that's really handy for us at the moment. So we'll go right here and up through there. I know we may be able to get around if we buy the fields next to it and go around the long way. Because I would, yeah, just the more fields the better, you know. Looks like it may fit. What fields have we got now? That one needs rolling. We never rolled it. I think all of our fields actually have product in them. So we're good to go there. It's just I wanted to throw down some soybeans. Okay, we're going to fit. I was right to be skeptical, because it was a bit tight. And it's just at the moment we don't need that huge area of grass. So let's send this fella back home. And let's rip it up. We'll do a couple of runs side to side. And then we're going to be good to go. This thing needs to be serviced again. It's got so many hours on it. I've just been crossing my fingers hoping that another used tractor would come up with less hours on it. But we may need to sort ourselves out. This thing's got, what's it got? 300 horsepower? 326. So I was sort of thinking like something like this. or the JCB fast track, that's 348. I mean, that's enough power for anything we need right now. 415 for cheaper pricing. 517 for another 100 grand. So it's at 405 for 250. 329. So you're looking around, I don't know, 250, something like this would probably be spot on for us. How much extra is it to go for 15 horsepower though? 309. So, you know, for that price, we may as well look at something like this. Same price. $360,000. I've never used one before. Maybe we might lease one just to see what it does. Oh, no, don't sell it. That could have been a hassle. So that's the plan here today. We're just going to rip this up, go back down, get some soybeans put in. We'll fertilize it, we'll roll it, and then yeah, once we get this barrier done, we'll shoot off. We'll do something else. That forage wagon we'll probably hang on to, as we'll try and, I mean, we'll use it for something. It's not gonna go to waste, and if it does, we'll sell it until we need something else. But it's just there's that many grass fields around here that we're getting baling contracts on, and we're getting leftover silage and all that stuff. So we don't really need a field this big at the moment. It was great when we first started because it was generating a heap of income, but it's just right now it's not sort of doing anything for us. And if we do need grass, I'll probably just grass that little field, our original field in town, and then that way we're not running equipment through it, upsetting the neighbours. We're just running mowers and rollers. So I'd say that's probably what we're going to do. That'll give us enough grass to keep once we get some sheep and stuff in and want to start making our own total mix ration. And I think this would be better used as a an arable field with soybeans on it. Well, soybeans this time anyway. Let's set the worker to do this run across here. We'll duck back down, and we will bring up our seeder. That lawnmower, we'll probably just sell that. Well, no, we actually keep it. If we're going to be doing a smaller grass field, that's going to be the perfect size for us. We have enough seed in there to finish this job. Right, we'll see you when we get back up there. Alrighty. That is all done. Nice and neat and tidy. Leave that there so we can swap out the tractors. It's not too bad. It's a pretty big field, in all honesty. And we can always buy the field next to it too. I mean, this road, I'm pretty sure we could demolish it. We don't need it if we got both the fields on this side. Just go yoink, knock some trees down and off you go. Another field on the other side, road down the middle, whatever. Won't be a drama. I was just going to keep that grass or something simple the whole time. I mean, we could even put some grapes or something in there later. But just for now, I think the more arable land we have, the more things we're going to have to do. And we've got lots of things to do with moving pallets and productions, but it's like on the farming side of things, we just don't. So Let's get this set to soybeans. The seed is not that big, so it might take a little while, but blower, turn on. It's the right season for soybeans, so we're on a winner. I think we'll do the same again. We'll do a couple of runs top and bottom, and then go for it up and down. I might bring up the TLX once we've transferred the productions that we've got down there and sold off what we need. I might bring the TLX up here and empty out that big red building there. I mean, it's not in the way. We could widen the field a little bit, but I don't really think it's needed either, so I suppose it's probably good to keep it there just in case you want to do some silage or total mixed ration, which we are going to need. This truck, it's struggling up that hill there. Wow. I thought there's no way the other tractor would have done it. I have to have a look in a second and see what power this thing needs, because this has got almost 350 horsepower. There shouldn't be a drama with it at all. It's 270, so it should be fine. We'll keep the roller. We've got to bring that back up. The windrower, not even sure why we have that leased. I can go back. The header we're going to buy, now we know it works, so we've got to purchase that. But we'll start purchasing anything that we're leasing. Sometimes if I haven't used the equipment before, I tend to lease it, just to see if it's what we need, if it's going to work, etc. Especially the expensive equipment. You don't want to spend 300 grand on something and it's not what you want. How is that other tractor going? Is he back home yet? Alright, cool bananas. We'll park this here and grab the roller. We've still got to come and move these things around to where they need to go. I would love if, like on the PC, we had that follow me helper where, you know, you can drive one thing and they follow you with the other. Would be super handy. I've seen I think it was Virtual Farmer, he was using it yesterday, and it's like, wow, I want that. Probably can't be done on console, but honestly I think I'm just going to have to start playing on PC to get all the cool shit. Alright, we'll send him back up and get hold of this fella. Get the 2 rows done. Maybe we'll do 3 up here just to be safe. Get it all fired back up. Probably a little bit too close to the trees there, but when we bought this plot, we didn't have money for anything else, so I made it as big as we could just to get it. Obviously the grass and the silage makes decent cash when it's that time, so that was good, but for now we don't really need it as much. We could probably get away with just having a smaller grass field in town where no one's going to complain about plows and fertilizer and all sorts of stuff. Make sure that worker's not stuck. Nope, he's going well. Right, we'll get this last one done and then we will set the worker free. Head down and sort out the selling of some of our products we have sitting there. Should be some pretty decent cash. I don't think there's any land that we're going to be able to afford. We just bought a few lots of land, so we've got 10, 9, 13 and 2 now. It'd be cool to buy like We need 300 grand for that. 300 grand for that. So, I mean, all these little plots we can buy, but there's not a whole lot we can do with them except maybe put some production buildings or something on them. So, 360, 312. So yeah, we'll just see how we go. See where we're at once we've got those ones done and dusted. Here comes little tractor man. Let's make sure he doesn't lock us in. We'll park over here. Good job. Alright, let's get this thing underway. We'll turn this around. Send him on the big runs up and down and we will go and sort out sales. Get some money. Alright, let's get down to the farm and see what we can sort out. Oh, welcome back. So we just loaded this all up. We've got as much on there as we can fit for this load. That's it. That's all tied down, isn't it? Yep. Let's go get this sold off. Make some money. And then we'll go and check our general mill. Check on the chickens and the animals. And see what else we've got to pop up for the rest of the day. So on here we have some bread. We've got oil, cereal, butter, chocolate. Got lots. Isn't that? Oh, it's just like the backing on. And go. There we go. So that was about 140,000. We've still got some butter up there to collect, which we can collect, but that's also going to give us close to enough money to buy a newer tractor as well. Depending on, I can't remember if there's anything down at this. If we've been feeding anything into the general mill. If we have, it will be very helpful. But at the same time, if we need to, we can get a loan just to get a tractor, but I don't want to get something that's less power or less speed, if that makes sense. There we go, we got flour by the look of it. Go, load her up, boys. There's 100,000 litres of flour there. How does that work? Oh, I put all that sorghum in here by accident. Remember when we had that contract? There's heaps of pig food too. So what's that about? Pig food and chaff. What is that a byproduct of? Oh, when we had the sugar beet coming here. And all the corn, that's what's happened with the corn. It's all come down here too. That's why there's so much. We had the sorghum contract coming. That was about 40, 50,000 litres. And you get 200 more per 1,000 litres than what you put in. That's why we've got so much here now. Oat. So yeah, the oats that we're getting sent here, from our open air garden, the sorghum from the open air garden, the contract, so you're getting more than what you're actually putting in. I'm gonna have to turn them off because I don't like that. That's it's great for money, but it's not. I don't know. I just don't think that's right. How can you get more flour out of the product? Like more flour than the product you put in is what I'm trying to mean. Okay? Well, we're definitely buying a tractor today, and there's a ton of eggs over there as well, so that's madness. Sorghum and oat actually give you more flour than the amount of products that you put in. All the rest of them only do 800, not 1200. So you're getting 400 litres extra per 1,000 litres that you put in. I wonder we got so much. Alright, so what tractor are we going to look at while we're waiting for that to empty out? I want to go something that's super big because the roads here aren't built for that. You need something that's over 360 horsepower. I love these things, the JCBs, that's 350. We should get one of them with like 400 or 500 horsepower, you'd be laughing. I love these ones, but they're too big, too wide, and they're the same price anyway. These ones are a little bit cheaper. I think we're gonna go this one. We don't want twin wheels, we want wide wheels with weights though. Like that. I don't know what that does, but it adds $70,000 and we don't need that. The beacon's going to be the same with the fold down. I don't like that fold down part. Beacons. Numbers. Don't need numbers. Need a steering handle. We don't really need a cooler. Put that on. I reckon that's going to be us, ladies and gentlemen. That's 517 horsepower. That front of PTO though. It look like it. That one is. I don't know. That doesn't look like it's got a PTO on the front. For extra $50,000, I'd want to make sure there was one. We got the 933, and that has one. Yeah, maybe I'll look into that instead of sitting here for a minute going through all of it while he's waiting. Yeah, we definitely are going to need something with the front PTO, otherwise that's just not going to work. Stuck up here and grab all of our butter. Hopefully that will auto load for us. Things need a bit of love. How much butter is there? Still 6 more pallets to go. Three more pallets, 4 more pallets, and we're good to go. That's it, all done. Put that cereal down, the other one's already automatically done. cereal go first. So, should we just maybe lease that 1,000 to make sure? No, it's like, yeah, I want that for the power. Like, I love it, but if we don't have the PTO on the front, it's pointless to it. Not a fan of the red wheels, but you know, can't tell if there's a PTO on it. Oh, that's expensive to lease. Alright, what can we put on the front just to test? Put a Mara on the front, let's see what happens. Alright, that's cool. We may as well keep this for the day now because we've already paid for the bastard. But the mower can come off, we don't need that. But I think this may be the one we're going to get. It's got all the beacons, it's got the lights. It has a PTO. I wish it was a little bit more clearer in seeing that. But the suspension seat works amazing. With this hitch on the back that we've ordered. Oh, lucky it's only a lease one. I've never used these things with the quick hitch on the back, so I don't know. Okay, it works. It sticks out nice and far. It's not going to rub on the wheels. That's what we're getting. The big sister to that one. Like driving on the streets with the cars, the people are going to crash into us, so we're going to be okay. Pretty wide, like you can't, you wouldn't get much. It's already hitting stuff. You wouldn't be able to use much bigger than what we're using. This may even be too big. Right, test drive's over. Crash counter 17. Right, we'll get this back. We will get the trailer on and go and get our cattle sorted. Alrighty, welcome back. We ended up picking up the JCB. Bit of a rig. Says it does 73 top speed. Sure. Oh, it'll be rated off on the first light post we seen. So what we might do is just to test it out and get it all up and going. We'll grab the rest of the wheat and sorghum from our production point up here, our open air garden. But not go through that, might squash too much. Love this thing, it's got the LED lights in the front grille, light bar on the roof, LED lights on the roof. It's a bit of a beast. I haven't sold our other one yet. Still sitting there. I did repair it in case we need it for now, but I think we're going to be okay without it. Get these collected in, the auto load ones. Are these ones up there? It's yeah, I mean, it's great that we got auto load, but some of the ones that don't auto load, it'd be cool if you could have two different styles of produce, you know, like now have the wheat up there and have separate boxes for the sorghum. Would be good, make it nice and simple, but this is still better than not. So that one can be sucked up. Hopefully next month we'll be able to pick up some more contracts and have a little bit more field work to do. The joys of just starting out, you don't have a lot of fields to manage, and on this map especially there doesn't seem to be a lot of contracts that come up. There's a lot of baling ones and fertilizing, but no planting, no weeding, very little harvesting, so it's a bit of a bummer. But I suppose because we've got these and we're earning the extra cash, we can afford to buy more land and progress. I'm just at the moment trying to buy the land we can afford that doesn't actually come up as a contract. I'm not taking work away from myself yet, and we're starting to get some decent machinery. Like, this is the first new tractor we bought ourselves, and it's a bit of a ripper. Maybe not as, you know, the steering could be a little bit tighter, but it can grunt, it can climb things. We own ourselves a nice big harvester now. Got a few productions up and running. Would like to have some more, but some are better than none. The old general mill, I'm still a bit iffy about that. That thing, I'll just have to be careful about putting sorghum and oat in there. That stuff's crazy. You put 1,000 litres in and get 1,200 litres out, so that's not what really I'm after. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Now I know that, we'll just keep that out of there, and then it's a bit more fair. We'll run the same as every other production if I put the normal stuff in, and then we'll just sell the oat and the sorghum up here, because we can use the oat for the cereal, and the sorghum, I think we can still turn it into flour, but just at a normal rate. So that's going to be us for the day. So thanks for watching. Sorry it was a little bit here and there all over the place, but at least we got ourselves a new tractor, and moving forward, now we've got our own land and our own harvests, we're gonna definitely be able to pick up a bit more stuff to do. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.